Hello, my name is host Eric. I'm here with host Trey. I'm here with Sneezer, famous Sneezer Nandi. I'm here with Namito. I'm here with Margie. I'm here with host Trey, Donald Trump, INFJ. What does that say? No, 9FJ. Uh, there's blank space, whose name is actually colon. See, you don't want to be named colon, right? Because you know what's inside of a colon. You should perhaps go with bracket or semicolon, slash, greater than. Anyway, and then there's also me, Eric Strauss. So today we're talking about failure and what kind of failure we're likely to be defensive about, given where our function is in our stack, or how we feel about it, how our values, how our function or our value establishing quality of the functions relates to the issue of defensiveness. So let's first talk about the dominant function. For me, expert intuition is almost never going to be something that I feel anything defensive about, because it's like being defensive about the sun coming up. I'm so comfortable and relaxed in my utility of that particular modality, as I think almost everybody will be in their dominant function, that I can't really even imagine a situation where I feel like there was any reason or any cause or any situation in which I'd feel defensive about somebody saying, like, you can't generate possibilities. Because I'd just be like, well, come up with a test. you know? I know I can, right? But the second function slot is one in which I think one is more prone to be defensive at, because you think yourself good at it, but you're not. You don't live and breathe it. You know. You don't live and breathe it. So as a consequence, it takes effort to apply the second function. Uh, if I'm gonna tackle a really complicated TI conditionality web kind of a thing, I'm gonna probably pass that off to an INTP ideally, so I don't have to deal with it. So, what do you guys think about my initial assessment there of the dominant and second functions and their relationship to defensiveness?
Can you share?
Can I share what?
So just so I can get like a an idea of what you mean by defensiveness.
Okay, well, if somebody were to, well, when somebody comes in the comment threads with me and wants to do battle, they're either trolling or they're really trying to do battle. And the ones who are really trying to do battle, they generally get frustrated. I expect to win those things, right? If I were to be getting my ass whipped, I'd probably, well, I mean, I think I'm good enough at it that I wouldn't display defensive either way, but I'd probably feel defensive. Like, I'd feel like, Jesus, I'm supposed to be good at this stuff. This guy's whipping my ass, you know? It would, uh, it would bother me. I try to either spin out of it like, well, what's more important is this other thing that I'm better at, or I'd try harder. But if I really tried really hard and then I didn't, I still was getting my ass whipped. At that point, I'd probably assess the situation and go, I can't hang with this guy. And then I have to sit back and go, that's eye opening, you know? I have to have one of those moments, right? Exactly. That's a good living emoticon to explain my emotion. So that's how I think I'd
Sounds
experience
good.
TI defensiveness.
Okay. Do you mean like failure in a sense too? Like, because I know you were starting with failure.
Oh, it's just an all-purpose word for, not not being in a moment of triumph.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not just not triumph, but the opposite of triumph, defeat, basically, defeat in some capacity. Defeat and failure are basically the same thing.
Yeah. I kind of relate. Like, I mean, just for me, I always feel like when it comes to my logic, my TI, like I can handle it if I get something wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm kind of like, well, damn, that sucks. I really wish I was right there. But it's not something where like I feel it, you know? It's not anything big. When I when I cause an issue like in an environment, like let's say I'm at work and a manager pulls me to the side and says, "Oh, Trey, like I need to talk to you," right? Anytime someone says that to me, I get this like shit. What?
I swear anybody could do that to me. If they had the exact right tone, they walk up to me and they use that boss gonna scold me tone, they could probably catch me, and I'd probably be like, oh. You'd be like an 8-year-old standing behind me going, Eric, I need to talk to you. I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ. Wait a second. You're 8 years old. Don't do that to me.
Yeah, no, seriously, like even with Ken was on here one time and he wanted to move to Skype. So he goes, Trey, you mind if I talk to you in private? And I was like, shit. Like I don't even feel like he's gonna scold me or tell me I did anything wrong. But I'm like, I still feel it. I'm like, shit, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is.
It's guilt. If you have any guilt, right? Like, for certain things, I have no guilt at all, then I never worry about it because
Well,
somebody surprises me with something, then I'll be like, what? And it's genuine surprise. It means I probably didn't do anything. And I have nothing to worry about. But if I think if I did anything wrong, including social stuff, like if I made social mistakes in the last encounter, then I'll be scared of you. So I don't want to see you and have you scold me about shit. Basically, whoever you are, it doesn't matter anything. It's if I think you've got ammo, I'll start being scared of you. So I try not to give anybody any ammo.
that sounds very 8ish.
Well, it's just good good life sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do that though.
You don't do
But
that.
I do hate the whole tone thing. Like sometimes I know nothing's gonna go wrong, or at least I'm really sure. But I guess I'm so used to it. Like you did this wrong. It's like you shouldn't do this kind of thing. It means I'm in trouble.
The thing is,
Ken, we were just talking about you.
you can only bust chops in areas where you're perfect.
Yeah,
That's
and
the thing. If you want to be able to bust chops about certain things, then you got to be perfect in that area. I mean, yeah, we could TI it out, but the point is, it's always going to come back to why is this a big deal for me but not a big deal for you, if that's the case, right? It's cool that Donald
I
Trump
mean,
said to show up today. Hi, Ken.
Uh,
I would
did
think that you get really stressed out, Eric, when you mess something up in a relationship as well, though.
Uh, I have to mess it up pretty badly.
Like I just mean, for example, when you made that one video about Damon breaking down the video for MVTV, you were like you were breaking it down, and then and then he I think he made a response or
I was
he
one of the times when I was scared to answer the phone, right?
I
That's what I
don't
was
know.
scared to answer the phone because I've done something impulsive, and I realized this gives that other person way too much ammo, and then I avoid the person.
I mean, it was I don't think that was it. It was a long time ago, and it was a video where he had like a light behind him, and he had like this background set up, and he might have been wearing a suit, and you recorded the whole video. Or no, you didn't record it. Sorry, you made a video where you're going through his video, tearing apart
Was that the very
his
first
claims and
one?
stuff.
Is that my first hello to you guys?
I think I was there for that.
That's how I say hi to people. Yeah, and then you guys showed up, right? It was after I interviewed you. The first hi I had was interviewing you, Trey.
Yeah,
That was my first encounter with MBTV
that
before
was a
I ever
long
talked
time
with
ago.
Damon. That was a long time ago. And you and I battle for the airspace in that video. We're both chatty.
Yeah, yeah. No, like, in that I'm trying to find it right now, and it's a long time ago though. In that video, you tore apart his arguments, and then I think he came back and he made a video back or something like that, and he was talking about how you tore apart his arguments and how you actually made perfect sense and how he just decided not to expand on those things in the video because he wanted it to be short.
I haven't seen
And then
that
after,
video. I have never seen that video you're talking about.
man, I have to find it because like
What?
you did this thing where you were like for a long time you were talking about MBTV and your behavior and how being an ENTP and doing whatever you want can sometimes be best. I don't know. I'll have to find it. It was funny though.
This is an example of INFJ remembering something really important that ties in, but can't remember specific examples of what exactly it was. So
Yeah.
it takes a while to. I've done that. I've been like, oh, it's really funny, and then I can't explain it. I'm like, I'll come back. There's a reason why I brought this up. How you doing, Nanda?
I'm doing well. How are you, Ken?
I don't know, but on the upside. So
Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, no. I always complicate that answer. I can't just say
It's
good
funny.
because I'm like, I don't know. I have to
I've
parse
just
it out.
started saying I'm doing well
Hmm.
because that's what people want to hear.
Well,
Before it was just really awkward for me to say that, but now it's just second nature. I just automatically respond, I'm doing well, even if I'm not necessarily doing well.
You should say I'm doing 10 times better than you.
But how would I know that?
how do you know that you're doing well, even if you aren't? You're just saying it. So, I mean, if we're in the business of just throwing out things when people ask, let's take it to the next level. Let's just say, I'm 10 times better than you. I'm doing so fucking great right now. You can't even believe the level that I'm at. That's what you do.
Anytime that somebody asks you the question, you should just, to be simplified a little bit, you just pause, you look at them, you go, well, I'm happier than you at least. And then shake your head and turn and walk away. What did I do?
That's mean, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not actually going to do that, probably.
Yeah, I know.
I think people would be shocked if you did that. But then they get all offended.
At the
like,
least.
Like, you're asking me that question? Pretty personal for somebody like you to ask me that question. I love
Oh my
people
God.
like you. Yeah, that would be mean. You wouldn't want to do that.
I don't. I won't.
You could do
Okay, I
that.
can't find it.
Your coworker,
couldn't.
Jim.
I can't find it, but I know what I'm talking about. You have so many damn videos.
Ma'am?
Do you use
If-
the
if-
channel search?
Huh? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Eric, it may not even have been entitled the way it should have been entitled. It may have been a video that had everything to do with Damon, and you named it something having to do with potato brows.
No, I'm sure it says. It probably says Chad, though, not Damon. So,
Right.
if I go to my channel, let me see what happens.
That one video though, where you're just like, this new guy, Damon, looks exactly like Chad.
I swear to God,
Man, we
assumed-
died. That was hilarious.
I assumed it was a different guy. Because, I mean, that's how non-visual I am, right? The word said Damon. That's a different person's name. Different first name, different last name. So I thought, well, it must be a different person. I don't use my eyes as a
Oh.
decider.
I found it.
What did you search?
It was because of this video right here. It was because of that video. You made that video, and then afterwards you made videos that were like, you talking about your behavior because of his response to that video.
I think I'd actually
his
seen this one.
response to this video. Did he make a video response to this video or what?
I don't remember how it went down. I just remember that he did respond to it, and the way he responded to it was extremely professional and everything, because that's how he is. And then you were like,
Comments. 4 months ago, Chad here, I literally laughed out loud. Great job analyzing my video, breaking it down to rendering it rather useless. I could have extended this video to be much longer if I had the foresight that you'd create a video that would roast me. But I am privileged that you have to have inspired you to make a video of your own and actually make some other great points.
I remember where I was when I was listening to this video that you made.
That's right.
I was going through the Taco Bell drive-thru, watching the video and reading the comments.
Chad, I want to talk to you about some of the licenses that quadrival.com offers. We license everything from home gardeners to sitting in a chair. It's important to be a licensed chair sitter. You know you sit better than other people when you've been licensed.
You're so sarcastic.
We will, by the way, because of you wonderful people at MBTV, we will be utilizing the phrase "master practitioner" until we die. That's gonna be our thing.
But it's a legit thing, so I mean...
Excuse me, officer. I understand you think you have a good reason to pull me over, but I'm the master practitioner here. So...
I want to see that. You guys got to record that if you get pulled over.
And then any disagreements between
I don't know if I'll do that
people,
one.
as long as everyone agrees to reciprocal burdens on consistency. So,
You know what?
Chad,
You know
that's
what's
a much more
funny?
important question to answer.
I'm sitting
than
here,
values are
like, and talking to you guys, and I
concepts,
hear
right?
Dane talking shit about
What
me
do
in
you
the
mean
other
by
room
conflict, Chad?
on
That's the question.
Skype.
Oh, really?
I'm like, who is he talking about? He's talking about how I zone out. He's making fun of me right now.
Okay, at one point I couldn't get onto this chat because apparently it was full.
Yeah, it wasn't full. I had to end it and restart it. In fact, it's not in auto record mode right now. I alerted Tiffany to the reality, but I haven't gotten a response yet. So that's the long and the short of it. Yeah, when I made that video, I don't know, it just seemed, it's weird that I never, it's like I don't look around me much on YouTube, so to speak. I don't make a lot of note of my neighbors. Huh?
Gotta be more diplomatic, Eric.
EPP in the YouTube search every day.
I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos, but obviously I couldn't help but take note of you guys because I already talked to you, and I mean, you were
You know that they're on the block because they're the neighbors with they always keep their lawn tidy and they always look over whenever we got shit in our front yard. It's those people, and then some of the other people, they fall by the wayside because they're just generic neighbor B, but at MBTV with our fucking lawn fountain. Those fuckers.
You know what you just did? You gave me a visual of what talking with famous people is.
What, just loose junk in the front yard?
No, I have to find it.
I think talking to famous people is the house where the neighbors kind of peek out of their front and they go, "What are they doing over there?" It's like there's people like standing on the lawn going like this with their arms for some reason. Someone's pointing. No. What the fuck are they doing? I have no idea. Yesterday they were out here with pie tins. It was weird.
Pie tins, we use some map gas. We're the only neighbors on the block that get like noise ordinance against us.
Right.
Like, we're the whole reason why there's like a curfew.
It's like because we were playing we were chanting too loudly or something.
You guys were playing hot potato with balls of duct tape firecrackers, so it had to stop.
That's way too SE for me. I don't like anything that causes hand injuries.
Nah, that would probably be something me and Taylor would get into, except we'd pitch them like baseballs and you'd have to hit them with a bat.
And Taylor would stand to the side and somehow convince you and Trey to be throwing them back and forth.
Probably.
I don't even know what you guys just said.
Saying that Taylor would convince me and you.
No, do not blow up these two.
All right, all right.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I know you guys know about this. In the movie Idiocracy, right? There is
Oh, this ought to be good.
yeah, there is a scene. There is a scene where the it talks about how the smart people on the planet, and I'm not trying to make a comparison between intelligence. It's just the
Too late.
visual.
We're in it. Just go for it.
Yeah, fuck the
Visual,
disclaimers,
you
dude.
see, it's just it. So, anyways, the idea is that these smart couples, they're talking to each other like, no, we shouldn't have a baby right now because of our financial state,
Yeah,
right? And so they're not having kids. But then the other couples, they're just having kids all the time, and it's like messing them up. They're all poor as fuck, broke as fuck, can't afford shit, but they're still having kids. So the population keeps populating on the and then you
In a way, that's like the videos. MPTV's like, well, now let's think about this. Let's make sure that, and we're just like, we got 4 hours of footage. How many videos can we make out of that? 15? Yeah, we'll upload 15.
TWFP Raw.
Well, the
TWFP
whole point
Raw
of
is
the
like-
Raw channel is not just to produce videos. It's because I want there to be a virtual space that's documented 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365, so you can see and build over time a history of the room, the comings and goings. Ideally, I'd like eventually there to be some sort of system that notes who's there and automates that. Like to automate as much of the content, like transcribing shit like that, so that we can automate tagging, even looking for keywords with some sort of automation there, and eventually even automate some manner of snipping out chunks that seem potentially worthwhile, you know? Yes?
I just had an idea. I want a monthly update that I can narrate, where I'm just going over stats for TWFP for the previous month. And in the Raw Room for the month of December, the word butt plug was referenced 413 times.
Wouldn't it be
Go
great to
through
have that
just a
kind of
list.
stats? I think it would. It'd be great to have those kind of stats. I want to know how many times we talked about butt plugs. Probably more than I would ideally have liked, but, you know, it'd be good to know that.
Okay, see
But
that
the month of
video right
December-
there? That's where it starts. That's where it starts, and they talk about
I've seen this.
how.
I know exactly the scene you're talking about. Is it your position that that is actually happening? Or is it your position that that could happen, or that humanity is actually getting
No.
dumber? No?
No, I'm talking about how like when Ken brought up the whole MBTV is the neighbor who's got the like clean lawn and shit. The visual, like I was like, who is TWFP then? And then right then I saw like these hillbillies like.
Yeah, except
Like some people with a bunch of motor oil in their yard and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
that analogy doesn't quite work, because it would be like the